One of the things I love about coming here every year, and I hope I can keep coming for as many years as Randy will have me, is that, and one of the things people ask me, what do you like about your job? Well, what I like about my job is that I learn something new every day. But being here is like learning through a fire hose. There is so much stuff coming at you. And one of the things I learned today that I did not know is that there are world champion accordionists. And you are about to meet one of them. And in fact, he has 3 world championship accordion titles in different genres of accordion. Who even knew? Well, I learned that today, and you just learned it as well. Corey Pesaturo is a world champion accordionist. He is going to end our proceedings today with a burst of energy, because I know he's got energy. He spent 32 hours one time in an accordion marathon. It is a world record. Please welcome Corey Pesaturo, and thank you all once again.
Thank you, Tyler. It is really quite something. As one of my original hobbies of being a little kid was not watching cartoons, but watching the stock market and CNBC. So to be introduced by Tyler, who I've seen a million times since I was a kid, is truly an honor. And give a hand for Tyler on this whole conference. All right, so yes, I am an accordion player, hence why there's an accordion on me. If you didn't know, we were just added to the endangered species list, at least need to be, in this country. So before I give you an idea of what I've been doing with the accordion, let me first give you a little lecture on accordion history, the abridged version. So the accordion was originally developed in the 1820s, 1830s, is kind of a debate on that. And it came to America in 1909 by the way of this man, Guido Darrow, who I luckily got to know his son very well, and actually even have one of Guido Darrow's accordions. So Guido came here playing the piano accordion, which was really made for the American market, because if you put buttons on this side, no one knows what it is. You put a piano, we could understand that. And Guido became so popular that by 1915, he was one of the biggest acts in vaudeville around the country, and his opening act, and actually wife for a time, was Mae West. How many people know Mae West? And he was wildly popular pretty much until around the Depression, when vaudeville went down and the movies and everything went up. And the accordion didn't die. It was just kind of a normal instrument brought over especially by immigrants. And then in 1948, a man by the name of Dick Antino went on the Horace Heights show, which for most people in here was the American Idol of 1948. And Dick became a huge sensation around the country. And there's actually a picture in his biography where he was in big letters at the Sands Hotel in Vegas, and Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin were in small letters. That's how big he was for that time. And the accordion was about the most popular instrument in the United States in the early 50s. But even as the accordion kind of came off that peak and the guitar was coming up, there was actually a magazine that was around called, what is it here? Accordion Guitar World. So it's hard to imagine that even then, the accordion and the guitar were equally as popular. And what's funny, when I found this picture, that's Lou Jacklish. I know him. He's 92 years old in San Francisco, still playing gigs, which is quite incredible. So now, of course, the accordion falls off as rock becomes a thing, and the parents want the kids to play accordion. The kids are like, I'm playing accordion, that's what you did, I'm playing guitar. And the accordion really died by the time the Beatles came out. And if you wanted a gig or a date by 1965, you had to play piano or something else. And we started getting things like this. Welcome to heaven, here's your harp. Welcome to hell, here's your accordion. I actually know what the original drawing of this is, because Gary Larson, who did it, sent it to the only remaining accordion factory in the United States, Potosa in Seattle, and signed it with apologies, Gary Larson, and has this original one. Rather funny. So when I started playing, really the 90s, as a little kid, I'm Italian, you know, my dad, you gotta play accordion, you good Italian boy, you gotta play accordion. So that's what I did, little known that the accordion was so unpopular. And, well, who remembers the Lawrence Welk Show? I was forced to watch the Lawrence Welk Show, of course. Myron Floren was the accordion player. Well, as I began playing, my first big gig actually was sitting in for Myron Floren, who got sick for this gig in Rhode Island. I'm from Rhode Island. This is the Warwick Dent Musical Theater. That was my first gig as an 11-year-old, playing for Myron Floren. Now, what since we mentioned microphone, people know that. What music do you usually associate with the accordion? Polka, 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 polka. Okay, so this is what you're used to. Everybody know what that tune is? Ah, okay. What else? Some other genres? Tango, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Other ones? Obviously Italian. Okay, maybe what else? Gypsy, yeah, that's it. Or wait, let's hold on. Let's go here. Kind of a French thing, but how about techno music? Associate techno music with accordion at all, maybe? Possibly? Or something like that. So, this is not a normal accordion. We will get into that in a bit. So as we go on, my career kind of kept going with this, with gigs here and there. Then I was offered, where do we go, that thing? Here we go. I played at the White House 4 times during the end of the Clinton administration. Bill loves music, and he kept having me come back, had me play at a state dinner for the president of Hungary. Because he's like, oh, if you play some polkas, that'll be perfect for the president of Hungary, which is funny because that's not really a polka country, but that's a kind of a... I was like, of course, yes, we'll do that. So then I continued on and was continually trying to push to get the accordion to be a thing, because I noticed as I got older, God, the accordion is just not really loved. People would say, you know, Corey, you're a great musician. You should switch to piano. You'd get many more gigs if you switched to piano. I don't want to switch to piano. This is what I'm trying to do, make the accordion a thing. And I won a national championship at 15. I went on to win, so I said, the world championships, and it still was not going. I wasn't getting a big national article and world champion accordion player. It doesn't really work in LA Times or New York or something like that. So then I started playing electric accordion. As you can tell, this is electric. It does a lot more than a usual acoustic. There are no reeds in here for people that know how an accordion works. It's basically like a big harmonica. This is all computer chips. So I don't even know quite how it works. I'm not quite an engineer. Then I skinned the accordion to have a flame on it because I'm a big racing guy. So I was like, let me take a note from that and put a whole skin on it. It's still the only accordion in the world with a skin on it. Then wasn't quite enough. So I said, let's see. Can do this. Dun, 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 dun. And especially when I play at clubs, I like to play with DJs because then I have people dance to me, and they think they're dancing to the DJ, but they are actually not. So if I do this, you can see, maybe you see the lights with the lights on it, but possibly, let's see. And be like this at a club, and people have no idea there's actually an accordion, but they see the lights, so it's something completely different. This accordion has kind of taken on a mind of its own. There are festivals around the country that have used this accordion as their poster. This is the Katati Accordion Festival in California. It's the biggest one in North America. And they were like, can we use your accordion for the poster? which is quite neat. So the accordion's kind of taken on something of its own. I have had a couple of moments on national TV. This is when CBS was doing something for the Super Bowl. And one of the million times my Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Yay. And they wanted talents from LA and Boston to go against each other. So they had me do something there. I play a lot for kids all the time because there really is none of the stigma against the accordion with young kids because the accordion has been dead, like I said, since the late 60s, surely by the 70s, for so long now that there's no like, oh, you must play polka. They just don't know. They're like, accordion, what is that? They don't really know. So it's kind of this new beginning of young people that see all the movement in the playing and they're like, wow. And, of course, I have to play Baby Shark if I play for young people. First time I was like, what the heck is Baby Shark? So I'm still trying to, make it a thing. It is quite a challenge. In every country, it's different. I know some of you guys I have talked to over the day and yesterday and probably tonight about how every country's history of the accordion is pretty different. So still was trying to get things to happen, so I said, well, let's break a Guinness World Record. So I played 32 hours and broke the Guinness World Record for the longest accordion performance. If I do anything like that, Randy will kill me, I think. Even 32 minutes. So we did this in Austria. I had Red Bull actually sponsor it because we thought that was a good idea. I've done stuff with the Red Bull Formula One team, so I was like, you guys want to, sponsor a Guinness World Record with accordion? So that's kind of what we did. So let me pause there for that and play you some various genres, because of course during that record I didn't want to play just Mary Had a Little Lamb for 32 hours, so I tried to just play all kinds of different music. And you can even call out some different things that you might want to hear. Some kind of a tango thing. Of course, thank you, thank you. This one's a good patch on here. Hammond B3 organ. Thank you. Can do a polka. This one is always a wacky one that you would not expect. Give me some standard. Malagueña is not quite a standard. Although I could do that, but not on this patch necessarily. A faster one. Stardust is a great one. I just need a faster one. A-Train. Oh, there we go. A-Train. Fine. I have many rehearsals with my small people inside my accordion at all times. I'm doing all that. You can even do, you don't need a rock band anymore. No reason for that. You can just hire an accordion player and do something. Let's see, maybe like this and like this. So I have a little screen up here so I can see what in the world I'm doing. know that there are no tracks here. Everything you hear is coming from my 10 fingers. It is all. If I played that song on no sounds, it would actually sound, I don't know, probably wouldn't sound all that fun. Kind of dead. So, got to pull all the sounds with it. So let me go over a couple of random other things here that I do that some of you may have seen at the Rhode Island conference. Does anyone know what this is? It is a vorticity map. This is from a storm a couple of years ago. This is showing that we might get 3 to 6 inches per hour in southern New England. So this is my favorite thing to do, actually. I'm a nut for weather, and snow specifically. I know you guys don't get snow here in Florida. I'm a nut for snow. Usually people come to Florida to get away from snow. I'm kind of the opposite in that way. What else? And usually I try to combine my hobbies and my actual career. So I do weather reporting for the National Weather Service, and when I do a video for my local news, reporting 8.5 inches, I usually send in a video of me playing something in an all-white outfit. I'm known as the snowman in the weather world, known as CPEZ in the accordion world, and I usually send in videos like this, and a lot of times they get on TV because no one else is playing a flaming accordion, playing some rock or electronic thing, reporting his snowfall and excited about his snowfall. So this is my randomness here. Now, on the weather boards, which there are only a couple of us, that probably 1,000 of us that are really nuts for snow in New England, we have all weather boards, they made an emoji for me. So when it's going to snow a lot in my area of Rhode Island, they usually post this. It's a moving emoji. Now, anybody that works for Android and Apple, can we get an accordion emoji? There's no accordion emoji. What's going on with that? We got to get on that. Anybody a Formula One fan? No Formula One people. That's my first love since I was 2 years old. I've watched every Formula One race. As I said, I do music for the Red Bull Formula One team, and I've had a bunch of drivers, here's just 3 of them, play this accordion. So I want to try to get the entire grid of the Formula One circuit to play this accordion. And again, combining my career with all my hobbies and do different things in racing and Formula One. IndyCar, Le Mans. I actually went to the 24 Hours of Le Mans and was supposed to play for the hospitality tent, and I told the team I was there for, I said, I'm going to get really bored just playing up there. So if you need any help with the team, I'd love to do something. And they're like, oh, okay, sure. And 2 hours into the 24-hour race, they actually said, do you know how to run tires? We need somebody to run tires, which means when the tires come off the car, they need them to go to Dunlop and change them and then come back. And I did this for 22 hours, which was much more fun than just playing some background music going by. So again, trying to combine everything. But the benefit of why I've been able to achieve all this and, striving to win the World Championships, then do the Guinness World Record, have this very unique accordion, lights, everything, is, you keep trying, still nothing's happening. The accordion still isn't there yet, so I kind of love the failures in a way because it just keeps pushing me more and more. I don't know what other Guinness record I could work on, though there is one. I'll just tell you guys, and I guess the cameras. We're working on doing something at the Indy 500 this year where I play a small accordion in the back of the 2-seater that Mario Andretti does the day before the race and break some kind of a record where I'm playing as he's doing 200 miles an hour at Indianapolis. And I have to have a small accordion because to get in the seat is quite small. So me and Delara are working on this world record. Do something else. Give me in on the genre of music as I will play us out here. What? That's actually a good one. But maybe with the trumpet. And then give me another one. I'm going to mix a couple of things together. Phantom of the Opera? I haven't done that in a million years. Let's see if I can do... Where's my symphony patch? nothing that you kind of can't do on this instrument, of course. Let's see. Here's another tune. That's a tune I haven't played in a million years. That's the one, right? Now I'm thinking back to the Lawrence Welk days when I was learning all these different tunes. Wasn't allowed to watch football at 7 p.m. It was Lawrence Welk time. Let's see. We'll end with something really crazy here. And then we have to march out to the after parties here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Randy, for bringing me in. I hope I have changed the image a little bit of the accordion, that it is not just the Pennsylvania polka, although that's a good tune. But we're going to play a lot more the rest of the day. I'm pretty much not going to take this thing off, I think, for the rest of the day. So there will be much more. Have your requests ready, and we'll try to play a bunch more music. But thank you guys so much. It's been so fun to be here. Thank you, Randy.